Thank you for joining our presentation, Application versus Technology Innovation, the Additive Manufacturing Paradigm. Our speaker is Jeff Rupert, Director of Application Innovation Group, or AIG, at 3D Systems. 3D Systems Healthcare Group partners with the medical industry to drive the next generation of products and applications. Being at the forefront of advanced manufacturing, 3D Systems Healthcare is dedicated to continuously innovating its technology and processes so that OEMs can develop powerful new medical devices quickly and cost-effectively. The company offers a full ecosystem of software, technology services, and professional consultation to medical device companies.
Welcome. Today we're going to talk about application versus technology innovation, the AM paradigm. I'm Jeff Rupert with Application Innovation Group. 3D Systems was started over 30 years ago. I think most of us know this, but some may feel that we've rested on our laurels for too long. But we're still innovating and we're continuing to find cool solutions in the market. Our really go-to-market strategy right now is that we want to be the leaders in enabling additive manufacturing solutions for applications in growing markets that demand high reliability products. Medical device is obviously in this place. There's high regulatory component. There's high manufacturability, reliability needed. Overall, we feel that this is there's massive opportunity in additive within this space. This picture is of Chuck Hall, our current CTO and the founder of 3D Systems. As a company, we have the broadest solution portfolio on the market, both from material, software, technology, and services. So across polymer, all the way into metal, and then all sort of CAD, CAM options from the software side. We also have a global footprint. I'm joined here from the Denver, Colorado Customer Innovation Center. You can see a printer behind me. What you can't see is another 40 to the left of me, all printing titanium on a day-to-day basis. We have a sister site in Belgium doing the same thing, and then sites throughout the world supporting our customers to deliver solutions. As we look to the market and try to understand how best to deliver solutions, we really have an applications-driven approach to adoption. And what that means is that at the center of everything is the application. What is the problem that we're trying to solve with our customers from an applications perspective? How can we improve performance? How can we improve supply chain? What can we do to solve these problems? So we partner with our customers and our applications engineering team to deliver these solutions. And we pull the right pieces from technology, software, services, and materials. Ultimately, the right solution for customer A may not be the right solution for customer B. And we want to be able to pull the right tools in the right place. We have a unique value proposition in that we're not only a tool provider, but we're a tool user, and we can enable those the utilization through services. So as we look for different applications in differing markets, and specifically here in medical device, there's applications throughout the body, whether it be craniomaxillofacial, orthopedics, cardiovascular, whatever it may be. And we really push this out. So when we look at the market, we look at a market overview. Where can we add value? And typically where this has been is surgical planning, really organic surfaces, where there is a lot number of n=1. Where everything is unique and there's no tooling requirement with additive. So this is an obvious one. Another place where we've seen a lot of this growth is in the orthopedics market, where there's really performance-driven optimization via additive manufacturing. So being able to build a monolith porous structure rather than having to have low-yield processes down the line. And as we look at this approach, we look at the market, we look at customer trends, and we look at additive applications through current needs, and we pull together the technology, software, service, and material to deliver that solution. So it's not always we're going to build a part or sell a printer. Sometimes it's both, sometimes it's one or the other, sometimes it's just a service. As we look at the application driving the solution, healthcare applications need high reliability. So it's really in our DNA when it comes to how we're delivering these solutions. So consistent material properties and minimize deterioration of powder quality. A lot of the material we work within is Eli, titanium, or potentially other materials that have constraints around the usability of that material based on the deterioration of the feedstock. In this case, on our metal side, we work within a very unique concept of the vacuum chamber where we're operating less than 25 ppm of oxygen content. So what that means is that we're able to stay ELI for well over 100 powder reuses. And what this means for our clinical outcomes is that we have highly, highly reliable outcomes when it comes to the performance of the devices. We're also able to build seamless large parts without surface artifacts or material defects. This becomes especially important when we look at patient match solutions where the size of the device may change. On the smaller front, if parts that fit in the palm of our hand, we're able to do this very efficiently as well. We have full capability and traceability. One of the interesting things about us, our DNA is as a part manufacturer as well as a machine manufacturer. So we're not building machines in a silo, in a vacuum, pun intended, where we don't understand what it means to operate it on the shop floor and what this environment looks like. We're an ISO 13485 facility, both here and in Europe. And it's part of our DNA. So capability for traceability, the right materials for these innovative products like 17.4pH, 316L, cobalt chrome, titanium, and even looking at other materials that are not yet on the market. Process quality is built into our machine DNA. What I show up here is 9 months of data and very, very consistent O2 content, as well as very, very consistent mechanical properties. As we look in highly regulated environments like medical devices, this is preeminently important. We need to assure quality, and quality cannot be tested. It needs to be built into the process. We're not implanting powder, we're implanting parts. So we need to know that process and that black box is operating properly. And part quality is built into our DNA. Process, material, service, and software all sort of built in with that inherent quality. We can't be testing it at the end. Quality needs to be built into the process. Another really interesting part of the value stream here is the software workflow. So we work within a software called 3D Expert. And, I started doing this about 11 years ago. Back then, you could not model porous structures. That we didn't have the software, the computing power to do so. Now it's at the touch of my fingers. Within seconds, I can have an endless variation on a porous structure. Now, operating within 3D Expert is also unique in that we're working in native CAD, so we don't have to tessellate and, in layman's terms, dumb down our models. So we get very high feature fidelity, and we're supporting adding porous structures, all of this within one single operating system. So super unique in that sense. We're also able to create different layer thicknesses on different portions of the part. So for instance, we're able to create porous structures at a 30 micron layer thickness while also creating the monolith at a 60 micron or 90 micron layer thickness. So we get the performance outcome we like with also the efficiency that we want. And we're all doing this in a single system. What's also unique about this is that what it yields at the end is a single digital data package that has all the CAD and CAM information that we need in it. So not just the dimensional qualities, but all the process parameters as well. So I can take a single part here and I can build it in one of my 40 printers at this facility, or I can send it over to my friends in Belgium and have them print it. And down to the weld path, we're going to create the exact same part. So as we look to scale up and produce devices at more and more volume, this becomes preeminently important. We know that the process parameters, and again, down to the weld path, are going to be the exact same for a part I produce here and a part I produce at a customer site, a part I produce at a sister facility, or a part I produce at a contract manufacturer. So it allows a massive flexibility from a supply chain perspective as well. Again, built on that really high quality DNA where critical applications are what we do, and our solutions are driven with that approach in mind. We work in a very collaborative way. So as we pull these solutions in, we're pulling from technology, software, services, and material, and we're working directly with our customers to deliver this. Just a few examples on here. They're all spine cages. We do more than spine cages, but this is where we've seen a lot of winning. Really working with our customers to streamline that path to market. We've been doing this for over 12 years. the first medical device that we got a 510K on was that was additively manufactured implant was back in 2010. Since then, we have well over 100. So working with our customer partners to develop their applications and speed their path to market. What this means is that we have a really strong ecosystem of process controls and validation that allows us to push any number of applications down that pathway, and our customers don't have to worry about the process being validated. We really just have to focus on design verification and best possible clinical outcomes, and allow our customers to do what they do well, which is, work with their surgeon partners and deliver excellent solutions. In the supply chain, the process validation, we take our years and years of experience to leverage that and improve ROI for our customers. What this process generally looks like, it's a phase-gated approach where we work diligently to define the customer need. And ultimately, this is our surgeon's need. This is our patient's need. So we work together to screen for applications. Where can additive add value? Then we jointly innovate on the solution. Many design constraints go out the window as we look towards additive, but other things come into play. So we work towards making sure that we can deliver that solution and innovate as needed. So how are we going to support the part? What kind of pore structure are we going to put on, and how are we going to orient it? What other process constraints do we need to have in place? Then we work through the development phase where we're prototyping and we are validating the output, validating the design criteria. So the fit, form, and function of the device is what we intended to, and our process is capable. Then we move towards certification. We have incredible experience with FDA, FAA, all of them. But in this case, FDA is probably the most important. We have a master file on hand for our titanium process, our SLS process. Very familiar with the FDA guidance document, as well as working within the ASTM and ISO groups to really, again, streamline this path to market. So it's not just this big, scary black box. We partner with our customers to help push that through. And then low volume production, even high volume production, we can do at our facility, at our customer's facility. But we really offer a hybrid approach where we can do this in a number of ways. And then as we move forward to full technology transfer, we're enabling our customers to, hand in hand, implement the process controls, that ecosystem of process control, risk analysis, et cetera, and ultimately ending in a process validation and a technology transfer. These things can be done in parallel and ultimately improve our customers' ROI and improve clinical outcomes in the industry. As we look towards this partnership approach, there's, where we're operating mostly is implants and instruments, surgical planning and guides, simulation and consulting. So on the implants and instruments side, everything from personalized single-use instruments and surgical planning to off-the-shelf implants and instruments. 17.4, 316L on the instrument side, where we're able to create novel geometries and innovate on the instruments, producing geometries that would otherwise be unable to be printed, as well as leveraging some of our experience on the aerospace side so that we can take, some of these lightweighting principles that we've had in aerospace and move that to the surgical field. Simulation is another place where 3D Systems adds a unique value proposition. By melding the digital world with the physical world via AR, VR, and software interfaces, we can train the surgeons of tomorrow digitally rather than having to rely on animal or cadaver models. All sorts of surgical techniques that can be trained on via simulation. We also offer consulting services to our customers to help develop product, alleviate issues with supply chain, and everything in between. That's what we have today. I appreciate everybody's time and looking forward to changing the future of orthopedics together with you. Thanks and have a great one.
Thank you to Jeff, and thanks to those watching. To learn more about 3D Systems, visit 3dsystems.com/healthcare. You can access more content on orthopedic manufacturing, trends, and innovation at omtechexpo.com.